So, what is it?
It's
only
FPV Friday.
FPV Friday. Right guys, as you can see, it's cold here in Spain. To some people it's probably not, but to me it's freezing. Anyway, I thought in today's video I'll talk about the motion controller and the one that's got a massive name, which is the FPV Remote Controller 3. I thought what I'll do, because I expect some of you have already got one of these controllers, be it this one or this one, which one's best for you? That's the thing. Now, when I took up FPV, I never thought I would be flying an FPV drone. Today I got my Avata 2, and I suppose most people see it as with this, I call the PlayStation controller, which, to be honest, I didn't get. I got the motion free controller, and to be honest, I find it so easy. Maybe it's an age thing, I don't know, but I do know some people my age do actually use this thing. So I thought what we'll do first is we'll go through what they both do. I'm going to show you this in action, and obviously this in action. I'm going to explain a little bit about this one, which is the the controller 3. Oh, come on, let's get it right. The FPV Remote Controller 3. Pretty basic. I was amazed at the price, because this costs well more than this. Now, maybe you can do a lot more things with this. I don't know. I suppose for the FPV people, to do with speed and other things. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. I bought this probably a good year after I had this. And I thought, oh, shall I go into manual? Because that's the only reason I bought this. Can I go into manual? And I did. I did a couple of videos. It scared me. And I haven't gone back since. But you can fly your drone, the FPV drone, with just what we call normal mode. And I'll show you that as well. To me, this is the thing. And I'll be honest, God, it's so cheap. I've seen Andy, if he's watching this. Well, it's a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't do it myself, but he actually put some bright orange tape around it, because I think what it is, when you're walking about sometimes, if you notice me, I'm always sat down, and that's mostly to do with motion sickness. I've tried standing up, and I find it, I can't deal with it, so I always sit down when I'm doing FPV. Anything else, I'll stand up, but for that, what I'm going to do first, we're going to do the controller 3 first. It's pretty basic on there, but on top there, you've got, obviously, your return to home, you've got your pause that you would get, obviously, on this. You've got your camera, you've got stop start, you've got quite a few controls there, guys, and then obviously you've got a wheel there as well. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm just going to show you just the basic, really, how to start the thing, get it up in the air, and then bring it back. So get on with it, because some people say I talk too much. Yeah, the good thing about this is, once you binded all these things together, you can swap around pretty quick. So I'm just going to put on the drone first. I'm going to turn on the controller 3. It's the same procedure as always with DJI stuff, the double tap to start it. And then what's going to happen, it's all going to link together. Now, obviously, you can put on a lanyard as well if you want to, which is a good idea, I think. Well, I haven't got one, because to be honest, I don't really use it. So with this, it's like the drones, really. You push in the sticks, and then you just push the left stick forward. Okay, so I haven't done this for ages, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, really. Now, what I have noticed straight away, obviously with the motion free controller, you get a little circle, but when you're using this contraption, you don't get that. Now, I suppose some people, you know, I suppose I could get used to it, but I find the other one better. But anyway, you can see what I'm doing. I'm moving it around to the left. I'm just going to bring it in, and we're going to see if we can actually, I'm not used to this. I've never been used to this, even when in the PlayStation days when I used to play with my kids, who were so much better than me. I was just pants. But anyway, don't forget, guys, I'm flying in normal mode. You can see the normal mode there. Okay, I'm just going to go and try something which I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to give it a go because that's what it's all about, going through windows and doorways. I'm just going to go through. See, I think another thing I've got, because I'm an old git, my fingers or thumbs do seem to shake. Okay, so we'll just take it up a little bit. Right, looks like after hitting those lid, I can just fly through that window. Ooh, maybe not. See what I mean? Now, you're going to see when I use the motion-free controller that I can just go straight through there, no problem. There's a bit of wind. I mean, that's another thing, I suppose. There's a little bit. Okay, there's an obstacle there. That hasn't been there before. It looks like one of the rafters has fallen down. So, yeah, as you can see, it seems to be going. Okay, I got it through. I've done it. Okay, so we're bringing it back in. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to do a return to home. And I think, yeah. Right, so it's going return to home. It's this button here, which is also the brake as well. Okay, it's going up nice and high. Did I set it that high? Oh, it's getting a bit close to those pylons. It looks like it's close. You can see the drones rocking about there. But we have got a bit of gust, I must say. And I've got a lot of trust. It's not going to land on my head. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to change over, which is a pretty easy process. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn off the controller here. So that's off now. I'm then going to go over to the motion free. Now, I will say, guys, you need to make sure you got that lanyard on there, because you can just drop it and that would damage it. So we're going to turn this one on now. I haven't turned nothing else off. This is what I do love about this. The setup is so quick and easy. So I'm back in. Now what I love about this, it's just so much easier for me. So a double tap on the orange button, and then we press it longer to get the drone up in the air. What I love about this is you've got that circle, which is your motion thing, and as long as you keep that cross and the circle virtually together, that's the direction it's going to go. Now, like I said, we got a bit of wind, so we are going to get a bit messing about. But what I love about this is it's just about your wrist, and I'm going to be honest, it didn't happen straight away with me. It did take a while to get used to it. So we're just going in here now as before. I'm in a little bit faster. I've hit the wood out there. Okay, so it's crashed. So as you can hear, I've got the bleeper on. Now, funny thing is, there's not a lot in that little room, as I say. But when I went in there, just couldn't find it. So having that bleeper on, please check out the video on that when you lose your drone, what to do. God, it makes it so much easier. Because even if I put a bit of colouring tape on there, I wouldn't have found that. Even though I've got those bright red props. So anyway, let's go back to what I was doing. Double tap, long tap, take off. Okay, let's go back to what I was doing a moment ago. Flying over my head. It's like I've had a haircut today. Let's do that again. Let's see if we can do it. Now, it is windy, and this is the only problem about these FPV drones, you know, even if I had the Neo, it is slightly harder to fly when the wind catches it. Okay, now I wanted to do that when I did with the controller free, but I just couldn't do it. But this, I just find it so much easier. I'm just going back in. You can see at the bottom there, the signal drops out a little bit. Okay, over the tree bit there, back out. And okay, so it's the same here, but I'm not going to do the return to home on the controller itself. I'm just going to bring the drone in, bring it in front of me, and we just land the drone. Okay, just bring it in. Now I could capture it, but I'm not. Okay. All done. Me personally, motion free every time, and to be honest, I've hardly used that controller free after my last incident where it went into the ground when I put it into manual. I just couldn't do it. And trying it on your computer, it's not the same. You've got to be out there doing it. But to me, it just, I know people say, oh, you're giving up too quick, Shaun. But I just didn't enjoy it. End of the day, I just enjoy flying the drone. And yeah, guys, check out Andy's channel, the Oxfordshire Man, because he goes out every couple of days in the woods. Now, I wish here we had some woods like what Andy's got. Well, we ain't got woods, really. If we have a really sparse pine trees, not the same. And check out his skills as well. I think it's always useful to know, guys, watching other people's videos, and you pick up these skills. But yeah, to me, it's the motion-free controller every time. But as I've said, probably many times now, it'd be great to hear what you use. Do you use the controller more than the motion-free controller? And hopefully the video's been a bit of help. And yeah, I'll catch you on another video very soon.